minutes after 6 o'clock. Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. This morning, we're going to check in with the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office to find out exactly what happened overnight, what's our status right now, and how we can predict what's going to happen going forward. To do that, I want to welcome the on-duty meteorologist at the TNT Met Office, Ms. Paula Wellington. Good morning to you, Ms. Wellington.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Tired, but okay.
Oh, gosh.
I'm happy that you're still there working and doing what's needed to be done. And thank you very much for your service. Now, can you just give us a quick summary of what took place overnight? Because, you know, when most of us went to bed last night, we were on orange alert, we were on standby, we were prepared for what would have been, you know, heavy rains, heavy winds, all that sort of stuff. And people woke up this morning and saw that we are now on a yellow alert. So we've been downgraded from orange to yellow. What happened overnight?
Okay, so first of all, what traversed us was a very active tropical wave. Now, it was called a potential tropical cyclone because there was the potential for development, and we wouldn't want to be caught off guard with a tropical cyclone being formed on our doorsteps. Mm-hmm. Hence, being put under tropical storm warning. However, the system or the disturbance that passed us as a very active tropical wave. It was still a bit organized. There was patches of showers in various locations. Tobago had some showers as well as higher wind speeds. We did, at Piarco in Trinidad, we didn't really experience too much showery activity, though there were some showers in various locations. We didn't experience the winds that would have been expected, but Tobago did experience some of those higher winds, and even the islands further north, like Grenada, experienced some strong winds as well. They had a pretty windy night. Islands further north also did experience some wind action. Now remember, a tropical wave, or even if it had turned into a tropical cyclone, is bigger than the islands of Trinidad and Tobago. So therefore, it wouldn't just affect parts of Trinidad and Tobago, but also various parts of the Lesser Antilles as well. What happened overnight? We just had the passage of the disturbance, but because it was very disorganized, large and ragged, we didn't have those intense thunderstorm activity as anticipated. However, the general atmosphere is still very moist and very unstable. Hence the reason we continued or initiated really an adverse weather alert, downgrading from a tropical storm warning to an adverse weather alert.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Wellington, the adverse weather alert that we're on now, I think I saw that it was the yellow alert. So what does it mean? Does it mean that we're still going to be seeing at least a little bit of showers, maybe some winds as well today?
Okay, so yellow alert means to monitor your conditions. It doesn't mean that you need to hunker down. It means that you could go about your business as usual, but there may be minor disruptions in the event of any adverse activity. Obviously, with heavy showers, you can experience gusty winds in excess, sometimes in excess of 55 kilometers per hour. And with thunderstorms or heavy showers, you can have accumulation of rainfall in some areas. So you could get ponding, you could get localized street flooding, you can, as I mentioned before, gusty winds. With thunderstorms, you can get electrical discharges. So all of those pose hazards to persons in the community or out there while they're out and about.
And in that case, we are walking with our umbrellas, we have our galoshes, but in terms of the season, we can still generally expect rain. Are we looking for any other tropical depressions or any other activity in the near future in this season?
Obviously, we are in the hurricane season, and it stretches straight into November. So therefore, there is the likelihood of a few more systems that can traverse. Now, mind you, the tropical waves, we do have tropical waves affecting us every, let's say, 3 to 5 days. So that is a norm in the rainy season, as well as the ITCZ, which likes to make its presence felt at times. So we will have, if not any tropical cyclone or disturbances, we're going to still have those tropical waves and ITCZ impacting us at times during the rainy season.
And granted that we saw a tremendous response effort island-wide, have there been any particular learnings that the Met Office will be looking at exploring moving forward as we continue in the season? Anything that the nation, the general public would need to be aware of?
Well, obviously, education. And we have made a lot of efforts in trying to educate the population in terms of what to expect in the rainy season. And ODPM and TEMA has done lots of work in trying to educate the population on how to be prepared and ready, especially for any adverse events. Mind you, adverse weather doesn't just occur in the rainy season.
Right.
We have high winds during the dry season, so we can have an adverse weather alert during the dry season. Remember, we call Easter time kite season, all right? Because of the high winds. And then we have the hazardous seas that can occur if we have a system out there in the rainy season or even dry season. With the high winds, we can have dangerous seas. So it's not just hydrometeorological weather we have to look at, but also, let's say, wind action and the effects of the tides and sea conditions that can produce hazardous effects on the community. So I believe we need to educate ourselves a little more about our climate and what can affect us at certain times of the year.
Ms. Wellington, could you remind us of where we can get that sort of information? Sites from the Met Office and others?
Okay, ODPM has a pretty good education system, so you can just look at their website, or besides that, besides ODPM, TEMA, and any education sites that may give information on disaster preparedness and management.
Ms. Wellington, before we go, I'm just curious as to what you thought of the state of preparedness of the nation yesterday. Did you think the response was a positive one? Do you think we heeded the call of the Met Office and the ODPM?
I may not be, well, yes, a lot of people heeded the calls on the WhatsApp groups that I belong to. This is personally, persons were asking questions, how to be prepared, where to find information, and I think a lot of people learned that, their regional corporations have DMUs that they can access information, sandbags, different things that could help protect them and, their property, their families and stuff. So I think all of this has been part of an education, let's say the education drive for the population in terms of getting ourselves understanding what we can, what is possible and where we can get information and help in times of on adverse weather like this. Yeah. So probably if it does happen again, fingers crossed, God forbid, knock on wood, at least we may have a lot more information and be a lot more aware of how to become prepared.
Anna, thank you so much for taking the time to share with us this morning, Ms. Wellington. And please keep doing the great work that you're doing, and I hope that you get some rest soon.
Oh, please. Yes, thank you. Okay. Right. Bye-bye.
That's Ms. Paula Wellington, the on-duty meteorologist at the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office, just giving us a quick update as to, what took place overnight and what we can expect going forward. Well, we're still on an adverse weather alert, yellow, so that we know. It means take caution.
Yeah.
Right.
You can go about your business, do what you need to do. Just be cautious. Be prepared. Walk with your umbrellas, walk with your boots or your raincoat, just in case. Because rain might still fall. You might still get a little bit of
Right.
breeze here and there. The air is still fairly moist. So just be careful.
Just be careful. Yeah. Well, guys, I know that we're going to a quick break, but up next we have your phone calls. So stay tuned. We're going to be taking your calls at 622-4010. So call us when we get back from the break. Stay tuned.